This year's theme was developed over the summertime when we got together, and we figured it was going to be the year 2020 when everyone graduated, and just about everybody would be using 2020 vision as their theme. So we wanted to be a little bit unique and more creative, and we did a bunch of brainstorming that we came up with, at least 30 feet of different ideas of anything related to the year 2020 or the word vision. I say 30 feet because we got a long piece of paper and we wrote them all down, and then collectively we all voted on them, we narrowed it down, and we came up with the idea, which I think is a great one: catch a glimpse of our perspectives.
How long have you been advising Yearbook?
I've been advising Yearbook since the late 80s, off and on. This is probably somewhere around 20 years or so. The nice thing about doing Yearbook for so long is that we've really seen how it has evolved, where it's evolved from a traditional yearbook that really just listed pictures of kids or students in the school, to a journal or historical journal that captures the whole school year. There's a lot of fun and creative pictures and layout designs in the book. And this year especially, we tried something new. We have something exciting in that's using the QR codes. So it's a way of using technology and the traditional aspect of pretty much a historical journal together. And I think it's really appropriate for the year 2020.
In what ways can students participate in Yearbook?
There are 3 opportunities for students to get involved with Yearbook, to step up to the plate. The first one is in Yearbook Homeroom. Yearbook Homeroom, we meet together for our 22-minute homeroom. We might go out and get a quick quote, or go out and get a quick picture of somebody that did something great in the school year that we didn't have the opportunity to get a picture of before. We organize ourselves in that time frame. We will do surveys and tabulate the results of the surveys in homeroom as well. The second opportunity would be taking the yearbook class. Yearbook class is brand new this year, and the students gain a credit in art. So for that reason, we have included a lot of creative photography from the bird's eye view or worm's eye view or different perspective shots. We've also included some really fun pages that use different computer skills that are all related to the students here or the year of 2020. It's a course that we've also learned about advertising and marketing techniques. We've learned about some layout design, some communication designs. We've studied finances and how is it that this book costs $55 if it ends up to be about 160 pages in color? And how are we putting this all together that we're still selling it at such a low price of $55 was the early bird special, it's $60. We also do editing and story writing and to make it an educational experience. But the third opportunity is by coming after school to be in the club. You don't have to have any experience or to be in the other 2 aspects. And I have a great group of students that are very dedicated to producing a book that I just know you're going to love.
What does the Yearbook mean to you?
The yearbook means to me that I've produced a historical document that you're going to look at in years to come. You're going to reflect back on it. You're going to have a class reunion. You're going to pull that yearbook out and you're going to look at it and say, oh my gosh, look at your hair, or what's his name again, or can you believe you wore that? It's a really exciting book. You know, books never go out of style. You'll always have them around, and you can always find a yearbook at the Slatington Library as well. So to me, it means that I captured a bit of history, not just in Slatington, but in what's happening in the world. And I have a feeling you're going to find some things that happened outside of Northern Lehigh, but in the year 2020, in the book as well.
What is the yearbook creation process?
The yearbook creation process means that we get together with the students. We start with what's the most important thing. That would be capturing all the students in the building from 9 to 12, but in particular the seniors, because it is their last chance to get in the book. And working with the artistic aspects, maintaining the finances and doing some creative layout designs, getting it done on our deadline, which is in March. So anything that happened after March has got to be captured in what we call the supplement, and that gets mailed home to you that you stick and attach in the book, or you stick in the book. when you receive it in about July, and that includes the prom, graduation, the senior farewell, and the end of the year sports wrap up. We can't forget those fun things that we do here in graduation especially. The last thing I'd like to say is I'd like you to get out your cameras, and if you see a QR code anywhere in the book, to use your camera on your cell phone, click on that. It'll take you out to a link, and that is how we've used technology with a traditional historical book to put it together. The link is on YouTube, and there's all kinds of interviews, and I'd like you to get involved and enjoy our interactive yearbook in the year 2020 and catch a glimpse. I just know that you're going to find something that you like in there.
Why did you join Yearbook?
Well, ever since I was a little kid, I always knew I wanted to be in yearbook class at some point, but I wasn't at a school that offered it until I came here to Northern Lehigh, and I was so happy that I could be a part of that. But when I transitioned to the yearbook at the high school, when I became a freshman, at first it was just me wanting to continue yearbook from 8th grade, but when I got into the high school, it was just so much better. I got to meet a lot of great people in the yearbook homeroom. I made a lot of really good friends that I still talk to today. I just really like creating the yearbook, influencing something that people are going to be looking at in years and years in the future. So it's really cool to influence that and be creative and add stuff to the book.